I think it's like really opened my eyes, like how much power keeping these clothes actually has. Because now, like, if I didn't have those clothes, if I had just gotten rid of them before, like, I wouldn't be sitting here crying. Hey, I'm May, and today we're going to be talking about how we're learning to accept and love our bodies after they've been through some changes. I've been pretty open about my journey with having an eating disorder. Basically, I developed anorexia fall of 2019 and lost a lot of weight. My weight was way down. I was smaller than I ever had been. And then I went through recovery, so my weight increased through then. And then past that, I've been struggling with another form of eating disorder called binge eating disorder that has caused me to gain a lot more weight.
I've always had a weird relationship with my body growing up. I went from being the chubby kid to the first person in my elementary school to hit puberty to the awkward, curvy teenager and now plus size woman that I am today. When New York City shut down, I had just moved and I was living by myself. I was in the middle of my semester at school and Ramadan was around the corner. So it was a lot of things going on at the same time. For the pandemic, I was a lot more active. I grew up in dance from the ages of like 3 to 15. And then I had gotten sick, which had severely impacted my weight. I had lost like 50 or 60 pounds in a year without like working out unintentionally. And then during treatment, I had started gaining that weight back and my weight was just all over the place.
For me, my weight gain was a marker of my loss of control. What I want to work on through this video is focusing on allowing myself to just accept my body for what it is, because my body is literally protecting me, keeping me alive.
When Ramadan came around, that's when I really started to see the changes in my body. To go from being dependent on food to now abstaining from food for spiritual purposes was just very jarring for my mind. I remember having conversations with my therapist. Ramadan is supposed to be a time of like spiritual enlightenment, and here I was trying to lose weight, like completely ignoring a lot of the spiritual fulfillment that I wanted to get, and I could resolve a lot of these issues if I was just giving myself a bit more grace and kindness.
I think that my style has changed dramatically because first I got too small for all my clothes, so I got rid of a bunch of them because I was like, oh, I'm small now, I need to buy small clothes. And then I had small clothes and then I gained weight and then none of those clothes fit me, so I had to get rid of those clothes. Then I had these huge oversized clothes because they were the only clothes that didn't show my body, and then I had some of my, it's all a mess.
I'm Muslim and I wear hijab, so I dress modestly. For a lot of plus size girls, that means us wearing super oversized clothing to the point where I don't even know what my sizes are. I don't know what I look like. Like I'd be like, oh, that's my size, but this is actually the size I'm gonna get because I gotta wear it outside. So I really want to challenge myself to just shop in my size.
We're gonna be doing a closet clean out and picking 3 items of clothing that no longer serve us, don't serve our bodies, and we're going to then go shopping to replace them with things that do serve us and things that make us feel confident and amazing and beautiful in our bodies.
And there's definitely a few pieces that don't fit me or don't spark joy or that trigger me, and they can go. I want to buy things that make me feel beautiful, that affirm me, and that also represent who I am as a Black curvy Muslim. Let's head over to my closet, y'all.
I have 2 pairs of jeans right now that I wear because they're newer, and I just haven't even touched the rest of my jeans because I've kind of been avoiding them because I'm just scared. I just tried them on and like none of them fit, like not a single pair. I just wish like I didn't let these things have so much power over me, but we're doing the work. The breakdown is past. I cried about it. I talked about it with my therapist a little bit. I'm ready to do this. Everything in this entire closet is replaceable. And we're gonna be proving that today. Clearly one of our items is going to be pants.
I want to make sure that I'm obviously grabbing things that don't fit me, whether it's too big or too small. Even if the items are like cute and I probably would still wear it, I want to make sure that my wardrobe reflects me first and foremost.
Let's look, shall we? Honestly, I haven't worn this in so long. I don't even know if it fits me or not. We're gonna put her in the maybe pile because I don't know. Another Brandy shirt. I'm gonna get rid of both of those shirts, but I'm gonna count them as one thing.
Okay. I tend to have a lot of Black tops because I have big breasts and that makes me feel very self-conscious. I like having shirts that have like balloon sleeves or some type of detailing on the sleeves just because I feel like it averts other people's eyes from your chest area because they're focused on the huge sleeves on your arms.
I'm like a huge believer in like not sharing thinspo, so I'm not gonna like share the size of these pants or really any details about them, but I can tell you when these jeans fit me. A couple days before I bought these, I went to the doctor and was told that if I didn't go into recovery, if I didn't go to treatment, I would die in 2 weeks. Like that was literally what I was told when I could fit into these jeans. And I know that holding on to these is not doing me any favors. If anything, it's a disservice. So this is gonna be one of them as well.
This dress is a story. Peach, gold, satin, very much my colors. It says that it's a double XL, but it really fits like an extra large and it didn't properly fit me when I first got it. A major problem I have with this dress though is the stitching. A lot of dresses, even if they are plus size, only focus on giving you room on the bottom half.
This sweatshirt of mine, to be honest, not much different than the one that I'm wearing, but this one I have a big connection to because it was one of the things that I wore the most in my first round of eating disorder treatment. I want to put myself in things that are cute and make me feel like I'm celebrating my body when I wear them.
Okay, so this is my last item. It is my like Obi-Wan Kenobi jumpsuit. That's what I call it. I love this jumpsuit. She has seen a lot. I love the waist detail. I love the fact that the sleeves were oversized. I would just wear it with like a turtleneck underneath, but I wore it to BookCon, which is a big book convention that happens in the city every year, and I got so many compliments on it. I love the belt because you can still kind of cinch in the waist. This one was very flattering. It fit how it was supposed to fit, but she don't fit me no more.
I don't know, I really hope that getting rid of these clothes can kind of be a catalyst of creating an entire new wardrobe for myself.
We're going to shop for replacement items. I am so excited. I feel invigorated because I think I can find really good substitutes for those things that I'm not only gonna wear, but they're gonna make me feel confident. They're going to be in my size. This summer, I'm outside. I don't know what you heard, but I'm outside.
I want to gain something from the trauma that I just went through trying on all my clothes. So I'm gonna actually just sell my clothes on Instagram. If they don't sell, I'll bring them to a Buffalo Exchange. If they still don't sell, I'll just donate them. But I think it would be really nice to get some money from my old clothes that I can put towards my new wardrobe. I'm feeling very nervous, but I was talking to my roommate and we were talking about how if we could just treat clothes sizes like shoe sizes, everything would just be so much better because nobody judges anybody else for what shoe size they are. I'm trying to go into it with that mentality because it is just as arbitrary as a shoe size. It doesn't matter what number is on my pants or my shirt or whatever. It literally doesn't matter.
The number one store that I go to for everything is ASOS. ASOS, if you're watching, call me. I wanted something brighter and I want to pick a shirt that's not completely oversized, which is definitely going to be new for me. But yeah, this is something that I would usually get, and even though it's oversized, I'd still get it a size or two bigger than me. I might just like it. Let me just like it. I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna get it. I'm just gonna like it.
It is like an undeniable fact that most mainstream clothing brands cater to thinner people, and I'm still thin right now, but it was really crazy seeing like, because at one point I had sizes small to large in my dressing room and none of them fit me. I tried on 2 dresses from the same brand that were both a size medium and they fit me so drastically different. I hate it. Okay, so we've been to 3 stores. I found one thing. The show must go on, I guess.
Ooh, I really like this. This is a lilac color. I also really like the square neckline. I feel like it's so elegant and I feel like it just frames like your neck and your chest area really nicely without giving you too much emphasis. I'm not uncomfortable with it looking at it, but I may feel differently when I have it on. Modest fashion. Oh, I love this. First of all, yes, black hijabi model. We love to see it. The color is kind of a lot, but it looks stunning on her skin tone. And even the way that she styled this with like that little lime green bag, yes, it's giving. This is really cute, but this is another example of how a lot of dresses are manufactured to be very high up, like where the waistline is. And it actually reminds me of the dress that I'm getting rid of.
I was shopping for jeans, right? And I ended up having some tears. Thankfully, my girlfriend was there to calm me down and kind of talk me back down to earth. Sizing is completely arbitrary and it doesn't need to mean anything. But we pushed past it. We did it. It was rough.
Okay, so now that I have my 3 items, all we have to do is wait for them to come in. I'm very excited. I'll see y'all when my package comes in.
I ended up getting these high-rise stretchy mom jeans. They fit me like perfectly. It's insane. One of the things that I was talking about was buying clothes in sizes that I've never been before. And honestly, I don't want to bash myself for being emotional about it. As much as logically I know that it is ridiculous to care so much about a number on a pair of pants, also emotionally I know that this really does affect me. And just pants in general are going to be the hardest thing for me moving forward with this journey. And having a pair that fits me makes me really happy. It doesn't hurt me to bend over or to like lift my legs. What a concept.
This was the item I was most excited to try. This is how the jumpsuit looks on me. I would say it's breathable. I'm wearing a turtleneck underneath. I would style it with glasses like these. Very cute, chic, simple. I'm wearing it with my small black Telfar. I just had my Nikes. You can always count on ASOS to have the best modest options. I think this is such a versatile piece. I'm so excited to wear it and style it this summer, if we ever get a summer.
The second thing I'm replacing is the Brandy and Melville stuff. The shirt I'm replacing it with, which is completely the opposite of what it was, is this green top. The reason I went with this is because as soon as I saw it, I was like, having these like little straps that really is just like gonna show off my body. I'm really excited about this. And I also think it represents more of my style now than the Brandy shirts did before. It's so cute. I would have never worn this until this video. This is quite possibly my new favorite shirt.
If you can't tell, I'm going for alternative emo goth girl. I feel like I'm about to go cut school to go to Hot Topic. I feel like I'm going to lie to my mom about going to Warped Tour. Like, that is the vibe. Collusion, the brand that this dress is from, is a very street style brand and I love all of their pieces. So I decided to layer some like chokers and my Arabic nameplate necklace. I feel like that plus little clips in my hijab just really tie the look together. I felt like this woven brown bag would just add more like warmth. This dress is very different from the dress I'm getting rid of, but I think the most important thing is that this dress brings me so much joy. It makes me so happy. And I'm really proud of myself for getting something like this, which is a bit more fitted. So far, it's 2 for 2.
And last but not least, we have the piece that is replacing my big baggy red sweater. I knew that that one specifically like really meant something to my eating disorder, and I don't want to give my eating disorder anything that it wants, honestly. And I also found myself not really feeling like my body deserved to be dressed up because I didn't really feel like I was worthy of anything. The item that I chose to replace the sweatshirt with is this dress. This dress kind of symbolizes that my body is beautiful and deserves to look so cute and be dressed up. I don't stand by anything that sweater was doing for me, but I do hope to stand by things that this cute little dress will do for me.
Okay, so this is my last look. Y'all, I feel a little bit conflicted about the top, but I'm leaning more on the side of like, this is stunning. I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I do. I love the dimensions of the puffy sleeves with the more fitted top with the loose pants. I also don't feel like super exposed with the lilac top. My other shirt, very different. Being a hijabi, specifically being a hijabi on the internet, can be very daunting, and just trying to figure out how to pick out outfits and pick out clothes that align with your hijab, but also speak to you as a person and represent what you want your clothing to represent, is a very weird journey, and I don't think it's ever going to end. Look, our bodies are going to change, they're going to fluctuate, and that's okay.
A piece of fabric has never and will never define your worth, and should absolutely never be a determination of how valuable you or your body are. The journey to accepting yourself isn't going to be solved by getting rid of 1, 2, 3, 10 pieces of clothing. It's not, and that's the truth, but it's a step.